3, 2, 1, talk to me.
Hey guys,
Okay.
welcome to our podcast.
That was good.
That was
Hey.
good.
Hey guys, welcome. This is Gilly
And this is Dorothy,
and
or Dorth.
Dorth, Gil, whatever you want to call us.
Yeah, or you could call him Gilbert.
Gilbert's my government name, so yes, we'll talk about that for sure because so many people know me as Gilly.
It's so funny.
Yeah. That's our 5-year-old daughter. She's actually producing the podcast right now for us.
She's helping us.
So me and my wife, obviously, we're here and we wanted to start a podcast and basically just setting time to talk with each other.
Yeah.
We wanted to call it Parents After Dark.
Yeah, but we can't.
But I literally Googled and it was taken already.
It.
So that's why we need your help. We want to do this, obviously, but we just don't know what to call it.
Yeah.
And if you have any suggestions, we're going to put something out there and you guys can let us know.
You could vote.
And give us the next name.
Or something. I don't know.
We don't know what we're going to do yet. We wanted to film this. So
yes.
Why are we starting a podcast, Dorothy?
I think it's been something that we've, I guess, had in our hearts for a little bit, and also just so we could talk about parent life, talk about mom life, dad life, what it is with both of us as parents, maybe inside of our marriage, and just things that go on as parents. Like, I think it's fun to get insight into other moms and dads and their parent life and see how, I feel like if you talk to any mom and dad, it's going to be very similar, but I think it's always good to hear oh, they're just like me.
For sure.
Because sometimes it feels like we're the only ones.
Yeah, definitely. In this time that we want to create this, like she said, it's been over like a year and a half probably.
Yeah.
We talked about it with Lucas and Carla at their house, and shouts out to them, the Motas. They definitely
they have encouraged us 100%.
Yeah, they're like, you should do it, so we wanted to start
along with other friends too.
Yes, there's been a lot of people. But definitely we're like, okay, in 2024 we're going to start the podcast, and it is now July and still no podcast.
Yeah, 7 months in, but it's fine.
But that's exactly what we wanted to do because parenthood gets in the way. It's not a bad thing, but life in general. I mean, there's been ups and downs in this year. Lost family members, lost grandparents. Kids are growing up.
Yeah.
Kids are learning crazy words, watching crazy things, and there's sass and there's rashes and diaper change and all those things. But reality, we wanted to call it Parent After Dark because the idea was to put the kids to bed. When school starts, definitely the kids are in bed by 8 o'clock. So this creates a time, a space for me and my wife to talk. And basically, you guys just be there like a fly on the wall, hearing our conversation. And we hope to grow, grow the audience of parents, even singles, people that are getting married, people that want to have kids. How is it to spread your time out, balance for your marriage, for your kids, for your workplace, for your hobbies. And but reality, man, I think I just want to create time to talk with my wife. Sounds bad, but it's not. We do talk, but this is actually just to engage for the week and see how it works, how's the day going, and in general. So
maybe it'll be like a little bit of therapeutic.
Yeah, especially for us. Just to talk and I love doing this stuff. Obviously, you guys know me. I'm a creative by heart, and I love producing stuff like this. And so this is a plus for me, and I get to talk to the best co-host ever, which is my wife, and you get to hear our story, and how we met, and how we had our beautiful children, the struggle with that, and just I guess how it is to be a dad, a husband, and then how to be a mom and a wife. So this is definitely an intro on the future of the podcast, and we want to be able to have you guys help us along the way with the name, but also suggestions. And yeah,
I just want to say sorry because her dog is right next to us.
Oh yeah, Stella.
She's making so much
noise. literally just looking at Kalena.
What the?
I meant Kaylin eating a banana. So we're literally in our kitchen in our house, and we just kind of wanted to set this up. Hopefully, we can move to the couch later on.
Yeah.
And that,
but or maybe somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
No studio, so I don't know. We'll see. Right off the back, my name is Gilly.
And I'm Dorothy.
AKA Gilbert.
AKA Dorth.
And I'm 34 years old.
I am 31. I'll be 32 though.
Yeah, 32 is coming up. So we're in our 30s. Yes. And I was born in 1990, so I'm a 90s baby.
They were going all the way deep into like our birth.
Well, I don't want to I just give them represent, I'm a 90s kid. So I think definitely this, how would you say, our time frame has been very crazy with like technology and the internet and all that, and then now being a parent in that state, wondering how our parents did it at a young age, having kids. And I remember talking to my dad, and he was saying that he was renting a house back in the day for like $400, like, and we're like, man, what is it like to do that? But just like the struggle and the time that he put into like work, because he was a police officer, he retired, so all the hours and everything he did for that, for his family to sacrifice. And like now I feel, not that we don't sacrifice, but like it's just so much out there, especially like with technology, and kids no longer go to their parents to ask them things. They literally ask Siri,
go to Google, Alexa,
and so I think we're I don't want to say the runners up, but we're definitely the parents during this time to talk to our kids and make sure that everything is relevant. And screen time is a big thing for our toddlers, and cutting that out of their lives, putting time limits on that. So, so I think this growing up as a parent has been kind of, it's crazy. It has its ups and perks and everything's downs, but it's kind of just being relevant and talking about those things.
It's been challenging. I think definitely like you learn from those challenges. So you learn as well as a parent, as a mother, as a father, as you're like, going through these things with your kids. So I think it's a good challenge, and also a good, I guess, parenting. I don't know.
Yep. And we actually met in 2006. So later on in another episode, we'll tell our whole story of how we met. But we met in 2006. We started dating. And then just from the get-go, I was like, yep, I'm going to marry this girl.
I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah, I was 15, 16. Yeah. And I think 3 months in, I think like the second week, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to marry this girl.
No, it was like a few days in. A few days in, he's like, I love you, I'm going to marry you.
And she was like, whatever, and it's crazy now being here. We've been together for, is it 18?
It'll be 9 years married this year, and I guess 19 years together. So next year will be like 20 years together and 10 years married.
Yeah. So it's been crazy. It's been
a wild ride.
So like now with 2 kids, in a 2-bedroom home, we're like talking about moving. How does that look for in the future? I have a job. Shouts out to His Way, because I'm actually using the mics right now. So we're trying these out and we're putting some work to them on the side project. And then wifey also has a job coming up, a new job. So she's transferring job, and we're looking to hopefully move in the future. Got some dreams, got some visions that we want to try and tackle. And hopefully this is the start. I think that I've been talking with my wife about that. There's a push over that I feel like we're at the top of the hill. And we have been doing so much of just dreaming and putting our head down, just kind of going forward, working on a relationship, working on ourselves with our kids. And I feel that in 25 is going to be the year of just like the overflow and just the push of a lot of things that we're going to try and kick off. And this is one of them, I feel. And as you can see, we don't have everything. But I think if we wait for the opportunity, the lights and the cameras and the mics, then we're never going to be able to do it. Right. And I think one thing is just like, you know what, we just need to do it. We just need to start and use what we got. We're using 2 of our phones that we use. Yeah. One's probably going to die. One's probably going to die on us. But we just want to kind of plow and push forward and make this thing happen. Yeah. And I think it's gonna be cool because we're gonna be able to look back at this and be like, oh yeah, look how far we've grown.
The humble beginnings.
So you guys are gonna be the beginning of all of it.
Yes.
And so anything you want to talk about, you want to kind of get into?
No, I mean, just excited for what this may lead us to. This is one of our many dreams. And yeah, we just want to create this space for other parents, not even parents, like we said earlier, just individuals, married people, soon to be married, just so you could see like we're all just human. And I'm gonna relate to this as like an Instagram. Like I feel like people see pictures and videos and they're like, well, they have it all together, they're perfect. And by all means, we are not perfect and we don't have everything together. I think that's just a good example of like what we're trying to do. Just to, I don't know, chat, have some time as husband and wife.
Yeah.
I mean, with you guys.
Yep. And I do want to have like questionnaires and fun games and just funny videos that we watch. I think
maybe co-host, not a co-host.
Yeah, different people on the pod too. Yeah, so different parents and non-parents and
special guests.
Yes. Yeah, so that'd be pretty cool. It'd be cool to do. I think it definitely too is like a lot of people are starting podcasts and doing podcasts. So we're not trying to like come on the top.
I know we're not trying to keep up with the trends. I feel like a lot of people are. That's what they do. Obviously, it's 2024. That's what people do is keep up with trends. I'm not a podcast person. I was just telling you like this. Yeah. Like, I don't listen to podcasts at all. I try and I'll listen to one podcast, and that's probably the only podcast I hear. But it's not like religiously. It's just like once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
So this is very new to me. I know he's a podcaster.
Yeah. I listen to a lot of podcasts. So, and I think just from here, it's like a time for us just to talk and just kind of talk about things in our day, and we have a lot of funny moments. Dorothy's a very comedic, funny person that a lot of people don't get to see. Thank you. Hopefully,
this is the first he's ever.
I admitted.
That I was funny because I know I'm funny.
Sometimes we send each other stuff and our humor is just different.
It's totally different.
She's like, yeah, look at this video, it's funny. And I'm just like, no. There's times I sent to her and she's just like,
our humor is very different, but I am pretty funny.
Yeah. Or Dorothy likes to send a lot of like hints, like husband post, and then she's like, did you read my thing? I was like, no, I didn't read it. I just saw it.
And then he gets upset when I don't look at his videos, and I'm like,
hey, it's a give, it can't just be me all the time. The kids, they have their sorry, dog. We know we're throwing her out next episode.
She's gonna have to go outside. Oh my
God. So talking about crazy stories. Today definitely was one of those moments as a parent.
Yeah.
And as a couple, as a team.
Unexpected.
Big time. So it happened today. It was Sunday after church. We went to go get our Sunday meal.
Yes.
By the way, disclaimer: don't go out to eat. Right here, strictly look at me. Don't go out to eat. You should go home and cook something for your family. I know it's fun to go out, but inflation is real and it's just not worth it. But back to the podcast. We went out to eat to this restaurant. It's brand new, 12:30, and usually you think it's gonna be busy. Dorothy went in there and table for 4. Dorothy called me, no wait. So we're like, cool. We go inside, sit down. Atmosphere is nice. There's a lot of people. Our waiter came out, helped us. Super good waiter, super great, very helpful. Got our drinks. We ordered our food. Took Liam to go change his diaper because he had a full diaper. So boy was fresh. He was clean. Kaylin was there with her mom, happy. She got chips and her little queso and salsa. So everything was good, as we thought it would be, right?
Yeah, as we thought.
You want to say anything on?
No, I mean, you're explaining it really
well. All right. So chips and queso were there. Yeah. She got her soup. Mm-hmm. And then we got our food. We got our drinks. But my daughter is a very
and mind you, sorry, we were in the middle of our business meeting.
Oh yes. We went to the restaurant.
We went to the restaurant and we were like, we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do today,
the
podcast. So mind you, this was our first business meeting of the podcast.
Yes.
And then these events kind of happened during
middle of the enemy was trying to stop us from talk about our podcast. But literally we're there and we're talking, giving ideas, and the ideas were flowing, and we're like, well, what do you want to talk about? What are some points that we can intro? And then literally all this happened.
Yes.
And
in a matter of like not even 5 minutes.
Man, I feel like seconds. Like yes. So my daughter, she's 5 years old. She's very observant, yes. And she likes to.
She will stare you down, and hopefully the most nicest
in
way.
In a kind way. She'll stare you down, and then she'll point at you. Yeah. So she'll point straight at. She's like, "Mom, look over there," and like.
This guy was eating broccoli, and she was so intrigued by him eating broccoli.
What was so special about the broccoli?
I don't know. I don't even know. It happened so fast. All I saw was, Mommy, broccoli. And I look up and she was, the man's eating broccoli. I'm like, oh yeah, he's eating broccoli. And the next thing I know, my drink just spills.
And the tables are not that, I felt the tables weren't that big. So you think about it, you have, like, we'll paint the picture. You have your meal. There's like this much gap. And then we have the chips and the queso in the middle. Our drinks are like in between there. Yes. So she has a big old thing of corn on the cob. Yes. And literally she goes, over there. And then the corn flies over there. The cup falls over and the drink everywhere. And I'm like, oh my God.
And she said that she was trying to grab one of my fries. And
Lying.
I don't even know.
She got busted.
And I was like, I don't know. I was like, she was telling me about the broccoli, and then all of a sudden, like, the thing fell. She was like, no, Mommy, I was trying to get a fry.
And me and Dorothy I just look at Dorothy. I'm just like, give
that Gilbert's face is already RBF face.
Like, this is it. This is it. I look and I'm like.
And then, not even after that.
Then left to me. That was in front of me. And then left to me. I'm getting napkins because there's no napkins around the table. So I get the napkins. I'm giving Dorothy. And I just see Liam, and he has his plate, and he has his pizza in the sky.
He's telling me, Mommy, like, he doesn't want it.
He's like, I don't want pizza. And then
I'm trying to clean the mess.
And then 3 little slices just fall on the floor. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
you're like, what is going
on? Like, I know our kids are crazy, but like, it just happened.
I try to stay cool, calm, and collected, but Gilbert's,
my face says it all.
His face says it all, and then like you could just.
I'm just upset. It's just because like it shouldn't happen, but it does happen.
It will happen.
And then in that moment, like, in my mind runs through real quick, like, who's looking? Like, okay,
everyone's gonna look. Everyone's looking.
Who's judging me right now?
Everyone's judging.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then like the pizza fell on the floor, so I'm like, do I get rid of the pizza? Do I just put the pizza on the table? Like, if he eats it, he eats it.
Yeah.
Well, my son did. I put it in the chips.
You ended up picking it up.
I picked it up, yeah. And the waiter came right away. He gave us all the paper towels, and he refilled Dorothy's drink, and very nice about it. Like, don't worry about it, it's cool. And I look at Kaylin, and you could just tell, like, her face was just like, oh crap, I messed up. Like, yeah. And of course, like, you want to get mad, but you got to remember to, like, showing grace. And there's a time and place. And it was a freak accident. She was just curious.
Yeah. She probably was trying to get a fry. I don't know, but
we'll never know. And that just happened. And then, like, we just look at each other, and I'm like, man. And I was like,
this is what we're talking about.
This is going on the podcast. This is a perfect time.
This is legit of what we want to talk about. Just parent life. Just things happen and you expect something.
Yeah. You expect to have a business meeting about your podcast. And,
yes, with 2 kids, mind
but
you.
Your kids end up creating content for you and what to talk about. Yes. But how did you feel in that moment? Like,
I know I was laughing inside because I was like, I already saw your face. So I can't help it, just like, because in my head I'm like, I can't get mad at these kids. Like, in the mist, Gilbert had left to get napkins, and in my head I'm like, there's napkins right here, but he didn't see them because they were hiding under.
I didn't know if you had enough.
The guest or something.
Yeah.
So I just see him walk away, and I'm like, okay, so I'm over here cleaning up this mess. Kaylin's like just sitting there. Liam was like, I don't want the pizza, and I'm just like, okay, like give me a minute. And then Gilbert comes in the moment where like Liam's just throwing the pizza on the floor. And I'm just like, this could not go any more wrong. Yeah. And it was just funny, honestly.
But like, yeah, nobody cared. I mean, everybody's just like, you see it, and they're just, somebody probably saw it and
yes,
was like, wow.
The family next to us 100% just was probably judging us.
But I mean, I think we handled it well. Yeah. Like, I wasn't gonna hit my child.
No,
I wasn't
of course
gonna
not.
Like, it was just nothing. But it's just, those are adventures that happen every day.
I'm just grateful that it didn't get on me.
Yeah.
Or like spill all over me. It was just all over the table.
Yeah.
If not, I think it would have been different.
Yeah, nobody wants to walk out there with wet pants. Soaked in your drink, whatever you were drinking.
So many scenarios could play in people's heads.
Oh, yeah. But after that, we talked about it, and then we ate, and
all in all, it went out smooth.
And I think too, like the waiter, the restaurant, the food,
so nice. Yeah.
There was all great. I think it was like bad service.
Yeah.
If
Liam, it would have been like one thing after the other.
Yeah, Liam really peed on himself, or if the food was like cold, and like I think it would have just been the cherry on top. But it wasn't. So it was good. So shouts out to this restaurant. We don't want to say. I mean, we're nobody yet, but
you probably know it.
Still, if you know, you know.
Excuse me.
And then so we got home, put Liam to nap. That's why we're doing this right now, because he will be everywhere. So when we do these in the future, we do want to
do them at night.
Do them at night when the kids are asleep. School's going to start here soon, so the kids will be in bed by 8. Right now, Caden's kind of partying and out right now, staying home late. But we still try to put her in bed by time. Yeah. And hopefully we'll have these. But sometimes kids are going to get out of their beds. So we'll probably have those special guests here sometimes.
Yes. Like right now we have her.
Yeah, she's kind of running back and forth in the camera and all that. But so this is just kind of like an intro on what we want to do, and hopefully you guys enjoy this.
Yes.
And
little
help us. Little intro to the intro. I don't know if this is a pilot, but we'll definitely launch this. I don't even know where this is going to go. I just want to produce it and see. But right now, we don't know what we're going to call it.
No.
So please leave your suggestions. Let us know what you think we should call.
No.
Yeah, literally. We just bought an espresso machine.
Yes.
And we're out of cups already. So
we're going
to have to refill those. And hopefully
Gilly just got into golf, so
he's got into golf. So I'm a golf dad now. I think 90 babies are definitely, they said when you're hitting your 30s, there's a couple of things. You either have a family, getting married, or you're playing golf. And I check all those things.
You're all of those.
All those things. So, and then, so thank you guys for watching. You stayed to the end of this. Thank you guys.
For being troopers.
Yeah. And if you like it, please let us know. We hope that this could be entertaining to you guys. Yeah. And hopefully you laughed at our little shenanigans that happened today. And we just wanted to spend time to just talk.
Yeah.
And so, babe, thanks for being on today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Thanks for doing this. Yeah. And we love y'all. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.
Action.
Okay.
Hello or hi?
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hola. That's
hi.
How you say it?
Yeah.
How you say welcome in Spanish?
Hola.
Oh. No, I thought it was like more complex, like hasta luego, but that's bye.
That's bye.
Oh, okay.
Action.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Hi.
3, 2, 1, talk to me.